Welcome to an out-of-the-box playthrough video. Today I am playing a roll and write game called Gem Getter. In this game you roll 2 dice. In this case you have a white and a red dice. And the dice determines which patterns you can dig out of a mine. And in the game you have a mine, and in that game you are looking to collect gems. So I'll zoom this up a little bit. We'll move a bit closer. And so you have a mine, and you have to start at the top by putting in patterns, and as you surround different gems you get to mark them off and collect bonuses. And so you've got things like gold and diamonds and emeralds, rubies, garnets, and they're all with different values. And so when you make a decision on which of the patterns you want to pick, so when you roll your dice, you get to pick one of the patterns, and then you use that for your dig, and then you decide how much you want to dig through. The round or game goes in 9 rounds, and then you've got columns and rows as well. So if you complete all of a row, you get the gem that counts that row. Or the column, a full column, you get to collect whatever's there. If you completely surround something that's in a boulder, like these diamonds, or that looks like it's a emerald, you get to collect whatever's in there. There is also this item called oil, and if you collect oils, as you tick them off, you get free squares to fill in. So after you've collected your first 2 oils, you get a square. Then after you get more oil, it's simulating increased efficiency in your mining. And there are lots of different patterns, so there's lots of different mines. So I haven't laminated mine because it's a roll and write, and I'm going to be rolling and writing. So there's, I think, 8 different patterns of mines. When you play with other people, you all you need is a mine each, and you roll the dice and you can mine your patterns out and you go for a high score. There is also a solo mode, which I have played previously, which I really like. In the solo mode, you play across 8 games, where each game you have a different combination of either a mine or this pattern sheet has 2 sides as well. So there's an A and B side, and so when you play with the solo, you get to try out lots of different combinations. You have then a final score, and then there's a score chart at the bottom to see how well you go. The other neat thing I really like about the solo series is that there's sets of achievements that you can go for. So you can go, if you collect all 6 rubies, you'll get 10, and across your 8 games you can only get each achievement once. So one of the things I like to do is, when I'm playing this, is I pick an achievement. So I say, well, this game I'm going to try and go for all 6 emeralds and see how that works out. They then add up as an achievement score, and you end up with a grand total. I worked out that if you want to get a reasonable score in the mid 600s, you need to get at least 75 in each of these to make that happen. And that can fluctuate. Some games I only got like 60, some games I got 120. And again, it depends on the dice, and it depends on how the patterns form as you go through, which we're going to look at now. So first thing I'll need is my dice tower. And I'll probably put that at the top. Make sure I've got some room. We're going to have our chart. Maybe dice tower is not going to be the greatest thing for this, because I really wanted to zoom in. I guess I could have it a little bit off screen. See the dice come through, because we want to have the pattern. So I'm going to play roll sheet B just for the fun of it, and I'm going to try, since it's up, let's do C. And let's see if we can zoom that in a bit and still get in what we need to see, which is, I think that's the best we're going to do. Maybe zoom it out a little bit more, and you just have to trust me on the dice, and let's go for it. So the first thing you've got to do is you've got your dice. So I'll roll my dice, and I get a 2 and a first one you go with, you have to go from the top down. So you have to have at least one of the squares in the top. You can't have diagonals when you're connecting your mining, so they have to be joined in some way. Oh, one thing that I should mention is that these ones, the minerals that are the white or the square or the triangle, you only get points for sets of 3. I'll go over the scoring at the end. So I like the 2 because it's quite a big one, and so we could go with this one here. So we'll go, I think we'll deal with that, and that's a good start. So then I mark off, I got an oil and I got a gold, and then I like to fill these in just so I know that I've completed it, and then later on you can see where empties are for when you're looking to compare rows and columns. And that's round 1, so it's really quick. Oh, I've got another 2 and I get a 1. So 1's a little bit different. It's got an or, so I can have the left, the kind of corner or a straight, and some of them like the 6 here, you get both. So there's a bit of variation. I'm probably going to go with the 2 again, because that's a really good one for collecting big things. So I'm going to do it straight down, because I can join this on. As long as it is orthogonally connected, you're good to go. And that's going to get me 2 of those, 1 of those, 3 of those. I haven't really thought about achievements yet. Maybe I should go for, I don't know, I'll go for all the diamonds, which means I have to get the columns as well as the rows. So that could be quite hard on this one, but we'll give it a go. How bad can it be? There's round 2. Maybe round 3. And then I get a 3, 5. 5 is a great one. It's a real straight one. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s, which I can't easily fit in. What have I got for a 3? That's a square. What do I need? Oh, if I'm going to go for diamonds, actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be a good one to put along there. Maybe I'll go with the 5. And I want to stick it along the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that gets me quite a lot of that column. That'll get me a couple of triangles. So now I'm on the score chart here, so I'll get 4, because that's the most I have of those sets. I've also got a ruby. No, I haven't. It's an emerald. You've got to get 3 emeralds before they're worth anything. Okay, round 4. And I get 4. A 1. 1's quite good because it's got a square and a bit on the side. And a 4 is a T. Where could I stick that? Well, I could take the T. I'm going to join it on here and I'll show you what happens here. So if I go like that, I take the T on there. I've surrounded that diamond, so I get a diamond. I'm going to get one of those, and I've got another emerald. So I need 1 more emerald, and then I can score those. Okay, next round. And I get a 3 and a 5. 5's a good shape. Maybe I'll stick that along there, because if I can stick that along the bottom, and you can spin and rotate these kind of Tetris shapes as long as they fit. I've been taking them quite neatly, so I'm going to fit that one in here, because that will go really nicely in this row. And so I get an oil, and I get a diamond, and I get a ruby. And since I've got the oil, I've got to use that straight away, and that's a little 1, which is really handy if you've got something like here, which is stuck by itself. So I'm going to use the oil to do that one, which will get me a triangle, but I also get that one, which gives me a -3. So I'm going to have to get at least 1 more of those, or that's going to count at the end. Okay, against me. Right, well that's quite good for here because I'm getting that diamond track in. I want to get that achievement. 5 and 5. 5's really long. What's this one? That's another one of those weird ones. I wonder if I could stick that. Be nice to get one there, and I haven't even touched this one over here. I want to get that diamond. Maybe I'll flip it and then turn it so that it goes this shape. And it'll go 2 down, and then it will go all the way along there. And that's going to get me gold, a round one, another round one, and another square. More importantly, I've taken off the edge of the diamond. Okay, 3 more rounds. I'm not sure I'm going to get any achievements, but what have we got? I've got 4, oops, 4, and a 1. 1's rubbish because it's small, but then, that being said, if I take this one, I'll put it over here, and it fills that gap nicely. I get a triangle, and I get another diamond. But more importantly, I've nearly got that row. So I've got, oh yeah, I'm not going to get the diamonds, but we'll give it a go. The achievements are hard, but then that's part of the challenge. Ooh, this is a goodie. 2 6s. Okay, so I can get both of those, which is very handy because I can take the L here, and that will get me a garnet and a triangle. More importantly, it gets that full row, so I also get that diamond. And I've now got a 1, which, if I'm going for diamonds, yeah, it's hard to think where I want. Oh, maybe I'll take this one. I'll put one here, I can join it on there, and gets me an oil, in the hope that I get an oil next round, which might give me something better. Last turn, or last round. Oh, we'll get a 2, which is quite good, and a 6. That'll give me a 3 or an L. Yeah, okay, well, I'm going to take the L and I'll click it around here. If I put an L on there, means I get that diamond, I get one of those, and I get a square. And then it's done. I don't think, when you're looking for rows and columns, you don't have to count the boulders that you haven't done, but I don't think I've picked any more up. But haphazard, I probably should have gone for some more oil. That would have got me some bonuses. So then it's a matter of adding up your score. So I didn't get my achievement, I only got 2 diamonds. There was a diamond there and a diamond there that I didn't get close. With these ones along here, you have to get them in sets, but I've luckily got a set of all of them, so I get 28 for that. I then get 8 for that. I get 20 for that. I get 0 for that because you need to get 3 emeralds. I get a 1 for that one. I get a 5 for my ruby. -3 because I haven't collected one of those. And then these ones, they stack up the gold. So that's 1 times, 2 times, 3 times gold. Again, I wasn't really going for scores, so that would have given me another 8. And then I have to do the maths. Usually I use my calculator, but my calculator's on my phone, and my phone is what I'm using to record this. So we'll have to try and do it in my head. So that's 20, 28. So that's going to be 36. Then it's 56, 57, 62, 59, and then 59, 67. Which is under my 75, which I reckon that I needed if I was playing the solo series. So in terms of scoring, it was pretty dire, but then I was going for one of the harder achievements. And there's achievements like getting 2 of everything, or getting all of these things out. But you get an idea. And because it's a print to play, you can print them out, or you can do what I've done, which is laminate them. Yeah, and like I say, if you want to play multiplayer, everyone just has to have a mine. You'll share the same dice. You can do scores at the end. What I really like, like I said, is the solo. The solo series. You do 8 of these. When I played it, I ended up playing a couple a day. You know, I was sitting by the pool because it laminated. I was on holiday. I was doing 2 a day and trying to get the achievements. I ended up with about 660. I was in this range, excellent work range. So there's still lots of room. If you like optimization puzzles, this might be a little fun print and play for you. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like.